of my Saturday evening. Today's a Sunday, and how that night ended was I ended up in the ER. So it's kind of funny how in the previous vlog I was talking about how you just never know when anything, like how life goes and where it's gonna take you. So yesterday, as you guys saw, we were going out to celebrate Ida's birthday, and they had already had dinner, but I was kind of not even feeling like going anymore just because everything was so late and I was already in my sleep mode. Me and everyone was going out and I felt like I'd miss out, so I went out with them and I was driving, so I was like, okay, everyone can have fun on the account that I will get them home safe. So what had happened was we went to this party, right? And it was like, I don't know if it was a stupid party, because first of all they had us pay like $20 just to travel 20 miles. I don't know from where to where. It was like in the middle of nowhere. And then when we got there, people were just like standing, like it wasn't anything fun. It didn't live up to the hype that it was hyped, you know what I'm saying? So, and then when we got there, it was basically my friends and I just standing. Like, I have fun regardless of the situation as long as I'm around the people I know, people I appreciate, people I know that, you know, I'm happy around. That's all I usually need. But it's always nice to have like bonus night, party, dancing, all these things. But it didn't go so hot because the people who were performing, they weren't really performing, but they just were standing on this stage and singing songs to the playback music they had on. And I guess one positive thing I would say about the situation: great, good for you. You're creating your own music. You're getting it out there. There's people, even if it's a few, that appreciate that music. So it's nice that you have this event going on to showcase that. But it does not have to be a violent event. It does not need to be a struggle for attention or fame. It really is. It really does not need to be. Well, for me, I mean, granted, I listened to mainstream West African music, so I didn't know half of what was going on. So I was just standing there, like, in just taking in my surroundings. But then, as I was, you know, in the distance, I was like far from stage. I was in fact closer to the door than I was to the stage. But I could see people, like I could see situations getting heated, and I was like, yo, they're really about to start fighting. So in like one corner, there were a bunch of guys holding this one little guy, skinny AF, like short. I don't know what they were holding him back for, because I didn't see that fight going anywhere. But anyways, they were holding him back, so I was like, okay, you know, let me just step to my little corner where no one's gonna touch me, no one's gonna, you know, like I'll be just an eyewitness. So then that cooled down, they like took him away, and then another fight happened on stage. So I guess the first one, they were fighting over who was gonna be on stage or what, and then the second part was, I really don't know what it was, but it was just two guys just going at each other. And these people are not from where we are. They're from outer states. They're from states where they do things differently, I guess. But here, there's not much to really fight on. If there's any fight going on, as stupid as it is, it's always about baby mama drama, whose girlfriend and boyfriend, all these things that is just adults shouldn't be having. It's really just grade school stuff. But yeah, they were just fighting on stage, and I was like, okay, I think it's time for us to skedaddle. But then my friends, like, we were all this stuff was happening really like far away from us, and then I was just like in the little corner. But then as the fight started happening, people were like recording their stuff. So as people got closer to the fight, I was like stepping away. And then somewhere along the lines, my friends that I came with, Ida and Ami was just grabbing everybody like, let's go, it's time to leave. And then out of nowhere, you guys, out of nowhere, I blacked out. I was like, what just happened? Like, first it went really bright, then dark, then bright again. and then I was like, whoa. And then I got this strain of pain from my head down to my neck, and I was like, I've been hit, but I don't know what I've been hit by. So myself, I just grabbed my head. I didn't know at this point what was happening, but I like held on to my head where I got hit just to keep the pressure on the pain. And then I ran towards the door, or not the door, towards the wall, because I was still disoriented. At this point I was feeling faint. I was feeling like I was gonna fall down. So I grabbed the wall and I followed the wall to the door, and then I stepped outside, and then not even 2 seconds later, people just came flying through this tiny door. Like, I could have sworn seeing like 3 or 5 people fall on the ground being stepped on. Me here I'm like on the end, so the door is right here and I'm right here as everyone is gushing through the door, and I'm just like, my strategy was to stand there and wait for my friends to come out so I can be like, yo, we need to go, where are you? Like, because I didn't even know where my phone was. And then yeah, so anyway, y'all know Ami's voice. I could hear her from somewhere, but I didn't know where. So I followed her voice, and then she was like, Millie, let's go, Millie, let's go. And I was like, I think I got hit by something, but I didn't know what it was. And as I was like letting go of my head, I could see blood dripping like on my skin, going down my chest, my face all red. And then I bent down only for it to just keep dropping. And then after that, I like pretty much didn't know what was happening. I wasn't looking at my surroundings. I wasn't trying to take in light. My head was just down. And then a friend of mine came, took off his shirt, and then gave the shirt to me and had it placed on my head. And then Ami, like, I love this girl so much. Her flight mode just kicked in. She was like, no, this is not happening. I don't care anymore. Call the cops, get the ambulance, all this stuff. All while I'm just here like, I still don't know what. The whole time I was just wobbling like this. Like, where are we going? I don't know where we're going. But as far as I could tell, like, I was fine mentally. I wasn't like disoriented or about to faint or anything. But it felt like it. It felt like I was going to fall down. It felt really dizzy. I was very lightheaded. Anyways, turns out I have this gushing open wound on my head. Turns out someone threw a bottle from the balcony inside the room, and it hit my head, bulls like target, as if, I don't know, like, who would just throw bottles? Like, here's the ironic part. I went there to be a designated driver, to be essentially to get home safe. Turns out I'm the one who needs a designated driver. I'm the one who gets injured. I'm the one who, although I wasn't doing anything, although I don't know half of these people, I literally came in and knowing 3 people, left knowing 5 people, all people I already know previously anyways. And yeah, so it was like, it was really pointless, to be honest. But and I don't know if you guys want to see this. I guess I'll show it. They're not stitches, they're staples. So it's legit metal in my head. And I'm still like mind boggled. Like, I've never, you guys, I've never broken a bone in my body. I do not have scripts on my skin. I have not had I've lived a very sheltered physical life. So for me to get injured at this capacity in my brain, like in my head, it's kind of like, bruh, goes back to what I was saying. You just never know what's gonna happen. I think it bled some more because I feel some dry blood. But excuse the tracks. These are about to come off anyway, as I really don't care. And there's literally 5 of them right there. And then right here is like, oh, it got less. But right here it was really, really swollen. But it's very tender in that area. And it hurts so bad. But that's pretty much what happened to me. And yeah, it's about to be hella cold tomorrow. In fact, I think we're having a blizzard, because that's not regular wind. That's bad. So I mean, it's not affecting my look because I always have a scarf on or a hat on or whatever, but having the scarf around my head actually is keeping the pain down. They gave me like numbing shots, but I'm not supposed to take any medicine for it. So I've been having this pounding headache throughout the day, and then the pain is in my shoulders and stuff. But aside from that, I'm pretty much okay. I had really great friends like protecting me and taking care of me, so I appreciate that level of friendship. I appreciate that they're willing to just, I mean, it's a humane thing to do, yes, but it's just really nice to be taken care of and to be cared for, you know. Oh, and I lost my phone, so what? So no surprise there. So if you are watching this and you just so happen to have my phone, I mean, what's the harm in returning it? Really, there's no harm. Just do the Good Samaritan thing and get some karma points, some good karma points, and just return my phone. You know the number I provided on the Lost My iPhone app. Do good. That's all I urge you to do. Do some good and get my phone back. On a brighter note, I'm going to say happy birthday to Ida. Sengul Chuka. That's how you say happy birthday in Hangul, which is Korean. So, and also hopefully I don't have a concussion. Hopefully, 10 years down the line it does not affect my brain somehow. Anyways, I will see you guys in my next vlog. And adios. Bye.